What's up, guys? Artillboy here. Today we're doing an yearly annual of the military surplus haul of 2023. It's gonna be pretty big, and well, let's kick things off. Okay, I want to point this out here, which you could definitely all know. Now, if y'all know from probably this whole year, I was basically reviewing folding, basically from machetes to swords, folding knives, and all the stuff up there. And I think after we get all of this finished up, I think I'm going to do this as a promise out there. I am actually going to go back reviewing military surplus gear. And actually, we'll be adding another specific line that we'll be talking about, which I know there's going to be a joke out here. It's like, oh, after this, I'll be finished. And, well, you can all know there's going to be more of them, more knives to review, which don't worry about it. I think when we get all that finished, I will eventually do those military surplus reviews as a promise out there, including the ones that you'll see from 2023's haul. Yes, we're actually kicking things off out there with boots out there. Yeah, this one is the Wolverine Halo limited edition boots out there. I was not gonna put them on this one, but well, I mean, never mind. I'm just gonna put them anyway. So that's another one. And another one out here are these boots out there. Now you could definitely all know, yeah, this is probably for my work boots out there. This is the Belleville boots out there. So, yeah. And certainly not at least out there, and probably fitting for it out there. Now this one right here are the chemical boots out there from, from the Barefoot Corp out there. These are like worth $20 out there. And my father got this for $5. So that's like an extra win for that one. Okay, our next one is an update towards the piece. Now, the piece itself is probably this right here. Well, it turns out this is actually a tactical bib for the Condor, like, basically for the Condor chest rig out there, which I don't have that piece. But I decided to add this towards my, my London Bridge trading, basically, London Bridge training, chest rig out there. It also came with straps to it. So that's kind of what a little add-on towards this piece. Our next one is the Jennings Starlight. I got this from a neighbor. They're basically were moving and they brought this out and the neighbor says like, "Hey, you want this?" So I snatched that one alongside with another piece up there, which this one right here. This one has like the red light thing. So that's yeah, that in the bow and arrow out there. So, next items. Our next ones are the Old Timer Sharp Finger. Got this as a Christmas gift. The Gerber Varsa Fix. Yep. It looks similar to a kukri out there. The tang is probably like one of those stick tangs out there. The next one is the Gerber Prodigy. Yeah. It's pretty sharp out there. And I was like holding it like that, or something like that. And I got a really nasty cut by that. Pretty sharp knife out there. Our next one is the SOG Saga Pop, Seal Pup. This one's have the serrated edge. That's another one I wanted to get, but it was perfect at the right time, alongside with another Sog piece that we'll talk about later. The Rastafari, the Rastafari Soligen meat cleaver. Yeah, you're gonna see some meat cleavers in this video. Our next one is the $2 fillet knife out there. So, and it is one of the cheapest ones out there, like $2. And I could definitely know for one thing, yeah, it's probably going to bend like a pretzel and won't come back out there. And our last one is the Ozark Trail basically gray fixed blade. Now this one has a, of course, Kydex sheath. Oh, we'll talk about a particular series or a particular brand that has Kydex sheaths, but a little better. Of course, the little clip out there that it will rotate. So that's actually a plus side out there. This one's a full tang. Our next ones are going to be the spring assist out there. Here we have is the Gerber 06 Fast. Unfortunately, I thought, and this was pretty silly of me out there, I thought this would be like, that and then like automatic out there, like a switchblade out there, but that one's not the case out there. Yeah, you gotta have to, do it like that. Or you could do it like this. So, that's another spring assist out there. And our next one is the Sog Flare, Sog Flare. And this one's a little tighter than the 06 Fast. Weird enough about it. You can definitely know. These are probably going to be better than any of the spring assists I own. Our next ones are going to be just fully knives I purchased. Okay, this one, I forgot to put this in the military surplus haul of 2022 out there. If you could all know, it's one of those really fake Swiss Army knives out there that you could definitely all know. Because if it doesn't have that, Victorinox logo on there, that definitely is not the real one. Oh, trust me, there is going to be a full video about the real one, and then you got the fake ones out there. Which, my first one is pretty much a fake one. So, yeah. The fake Swiss Army knife. Let's see. Our next one out there is another Saber piece. Our Saber is basically the Saber Toolbox 665 or 665. This one, I don't know without this one. I could definitely know that might be like a gut hook to it. That probably for like something like chisel or something. And of course, you got the, the flathead screwdriver. Okay. Oh, yeah. This also is a lock back out there. This one's the Gerber, that's that, now, I don't review, typically, the ones that, hold razor blades and all. Yeah, kind of really weird about it. But this one's definitely may get a review out there because because from all the razor blade knives out there, they're always kind of have the same design out there. Kind of have that more bulky look that just have the blade is very smaller out there. Yeah, that kind of deal. Not a fan of it, but you could definitely know. Okay, this one's actually from a 3-pack out there that I got at Sam's Club out there, which you could definitely see from here. Okay, you got the Paraframe, probably the... Whoa! Oh. Yeah,
My bad out there. Yes, the Paraframe, probably the most well-known. Yes, you could definitely probably the most well-known out there. Yeah, probably the most well-known pocket knife. They got the Evo Junior, which is pretty small out there, by any means necessary. And then you got the Zilch out there. Oh wait, no, let me do it like this. Yeah. And believe me out there, all these guys are gonna get its review up there, just like them three. And of course, you got the Paraframe, the Paraframe Junior. Now this one's actually a pretty small guy for like $10 out there. A not bad piece out there. Of course, you got the Quadrant. Okay. And I got this guy before a specific knife that will be... Funny part about it will... Actually got its review will be after this one. Yeah. You gotta have to do the flick on there. The Buck 110. Yep, you heard it right. The classic 110. Yep, the 110. Now, I could definitely tell you, I spotted the auto version out there. At a specific location out there. I will probably get that and maybe review that too. And I will do this in the thing I have out there are like the clones and knockoffs out there. So yeah, they're going to get a review out there alongside with this one. They have a couple small ones out there. Of course, this one is the Buck 112 LT or Light. Yeah, this is similar to like the Buck Light knife that I have, which funny part about it, it's another one. This one, I bought this pretty used out there, and it was really sharp and to the point, like it just looks unrecognizable. I have another one of these, which that will get its own review out there. But yeah, this thing is insanely sharp out there. This one's insanely sharp, which you could definitely all know for that. That one, that's actually from my father that got me this from a Canadian fishing trip. Funny part about it. Okay, and then got the other pieces out there. Okay, this one's that the Buck 736. Yep, that's that. Another good one out there, which you could definitely know. The Buck, the 0263. Yeah, you'll see another one of those. Oh wait, yeah, just like this and this, and the meat cleavers out there. Yeah, there's gonna be more cleaver styles out there. And of course, the Buck 256. This one's definitely feels like a spring assist out there, and probably a much better spring assist than the ones I have. Maybe oh man, I should have put this alongside with the other spring assists out there, but oh well. Next. So our next one out there is probably going to be a special one out there, and I separated most of the stuff out there alongside with the rest out there. This is the stuff that I got from my grandparents out there. We were cleaning this stuff up out there, and this was the stuff I found out there, which probably for most noticeable is the wool blanket, the World War II wool blanket. Let me do it right here. Okay, there we go. Now, this one is from my great grandfather, which was served in World War II. Unfortunately died in France out there. So that's another thing about it. So talk about the other stuff out there. Okay, the little accessory pack out there for So I can actually store things like maybe gloves and stuff like that. Maybe like a couple folding knives here. And this is where I put a lot of this here. Little sharpener stones out there. Which they'll be brought into the sharpener section. Got a couple of pairs of gloves out there. Now, believe it or not, this is the exact same, basically the same gloves out there that I have specifically from my Impact gloves from 2022's surplus haul. This one's, I'm not sure, but this is like, I got this because it was like camouflage gloves. And this could be great for my ghillie suits out there. Of course, you've got a couple of shades out there. Yes, I basically got myself a couple of shades out there. Which we could all see. Yeah, it's a little mess out there. I got a couple of the blue blockers. A couple of shades out there. I actually have a couple of these guys. I don't know where the other one went, but it is in here somewhere in my room. I decided to snatch that out there. There's a couple, double shades out there. I know. I'm pulling my leg over. I'm pulling your leg over, basically, all the things out there. And, oh, right, yep. Machetes, yep. This one right here is the Galavan Columbia machete. And of course, and yes, 4 corn knives out there. Yes, that's what they're called. I call them like cleaver machetes. That's what I mostly call these guys as. 2 of them are actually great conditioned. This one's kind of bit in a very passable condition, like that. And then you got this one is just straight up look damaged out there. Oh, keep that little mind of little taped up thing when we get to our next pieces up, when we get to our later pieces. A couple of knives out there. 2 small cleavers that will be not really good because they're pretty thin as possibly can. Actually, more thinner than the $2 fillet knife. Yeah, that's really crazy. The meat cleaver, of course. Y'all know. And of course, 2 gut hook knives that I found at the shop out there. And funny part about it, it was rather hidden perfectly from like some lube box, like it was a box lube out there, and I spotted like the handles. There was like, full tang and everything. So I took that out, and well, you guessed it, the gut hook knives, rosewood gut hook knives. Kind of like that out there, yeah. And yeah, pretty weird about that one, but I found it. And our next one's the Sheffield 2-pack out there, which, yep, here's what I'm talking about. You could see, like, this is, like, I'm not gonna make a review on this, or not a review on the box cutter knives. There's something we can review. Multi-tool with the dual pack out there. It was basically packaged out there. So remove the package and put in the little beard deal too. Of course, you got a bunch of folding knives out there. Yep. And actually, my grandmother was actually planning to hand these to me. So what you got is the normal black one. If y'all know, this is the Maxim Falcon 7 with lots of variants out there, or rather, a bunch of colors out there. So we got it in black. They got even a small version out there. They got 2 red ones, two yellow ones, a purple, and an orange. So our next ones. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. Yeah, I have another one of that. A shorter version of it. Here, what you have here is this guy here. The Ruko RK732. And I've actually keep finding this boxed everywhere. Weird part about it. So, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, wait. This one's here. Let's see, another box cutter knife, which, again, kind of looks similar to the other one right here, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know how do I review it like this. It's a Sheffield one. I don't know how do I review them. Do I just supposed to review it by, like, the body design or the... I don't know. I'm gonna doubt the thing's gonna, like, pass through, like, maybe could cut through a bottle, but not, like, could, like, cut through wood out there, which I know it's not meant to do that. Here's a couple of the Stanley Foley knives, which reason why it's basically weird out there is here's this. You gotta have to pull the thing. Yeah. Oh, prepare for that review out there. I got is the Sheffield. No, it's a Hodgmeyer Foley knife. This one's camoed. Insane, like pretty sharp grip on there. Not like that could cut you out there, but it is. Ooh, that's pretty sharp out there. That's insane. A couple of this one's a pretty weird. Oh no, it's not a knife out there. Oh, yep, there's the knife. There you go. This one's a Bassett 79. Of course, you got the can opener. Oh no, bottle opener, screwdriver, file, and of course the blade, which is like a CX style. No, it's gonna be a straight edge out there. So it's gonna be called as the Bassett Foley knife. This one's a let's see, Anvil. It's a Anvil folding knife, which is probably another weird folding knife out there. On the other side, it would be the file out there. 2 silver lockback folding knives. Yep, kind of bit the same design out there, which is yep, kind of like that out there. It's I know this thing's taking eternity out there. Just bear with me. Here's another Sheffield, which is actually camouflage, but also disgustingly had that rubberized handle that you can all know. This probably needs a battery to it, but yeah, it probably needs a battery to it. Yeah, kind of like an Orslins folding knife, which had that disgusting rubberized version. The Lansky folding knife. Again, my grandfather used a lot like this here, and also this here. The steel, which this one's, yeah, it's have its Looks Stone Row Limited out there. It's weird enough that it's someone have autographed. Kind of had the same design out there, or rather the same design, but the colors just no wait. Look, it's more rounded, unlike this one right here. This one's gonna be a Pakistani Whitehorn Stockman knife. Ah, another, Pakistani knife up there. I love those. Which, no, it's one of those. It's so bad that it's good. It's like the Neil Breen of movies. It's like a Neil Breen of knives. And right here, got a Imperial folding knife. Yeah, pretty classy out there. A Guidesman. I'm not sure what name this one is, but I think it's probably something like the Covert out there. Yeah, it's really in a weird. This one's passable, like it's okay out there, but not like. But yeah, it looks spray painted out there. And then you got 3 knives that I'm actually saved up for you guys. Oh wait, I think I found it. Yeah, the blue blockers out there, which let me test this out for you and. Let me wipe that out there for that. So this is what it looks like. So, and this is probably for a specific item that I have. But for this one, I'm surprised that I actually got these, which it was pretty weird about seeing this here. So our basically our 3 of them, top 3 out there, are the Beretta folding knife, which, yes, this one is like worth like $90 out there. I forgot its name to it, but I know it does have a name to it. But yeah, Beretta of all things. Beretta have a folding knife out there. Yeah. Our next one is the Buck Spitfire 726 Spitfire out there. And our last one is a K-Bar knife. Yes, a K-Bar 2784. Yeah, a folding knife. Probably my 3rd K-Bar knife, alongside with the next one that we'll be getting. Will be down on this video. Next. Oh, okay, my bad about this. I forgot about this here, the multi-tool. So, yeah. Probably want to point that out. Yeah, have like a multi-tool out there. So here's what it looks like. Okay, this one has. Okay, oh yeah, it does have some stuff. Has a hexagon screwdriver. Has a 8mm flathead screwdriver, bottle opener, and of course for you to put your keys on there or other things. So yeah, that's another piece that I forgot to bring with the other pieces. Our next one is the Guidesman Survival Kit, which comes with the case out there. It comes with a lot of stuff out there. So here you got the fishing and lure, or basically bait and fishing string out there, an emergency blanket, a ferro rod, including it has a measurement stick and a hexagon screwdriver, hexagon to it. That's for the ferro rod area. Which, yeah, kind of right here. Oh, we'll get to that guy later. They got a saw, a little fork out there, and a little spork with the knife area, that kind of deal. Oh, yeah, gotta have that hexagon deal. Some paracord. A tactical pin. Which, oh, yep, there it is. Of course, have that little spike end out there, which you can basically use it as DNA evidence out there. A water bottle clip, which, yeah, let me bring this up out here. No, okay, I'm back, and I don't really know. I know it's actually meant for like water bottles, but they gotta need a little bigger hole so I can put my horn on there. Our next one is the two carabiners. A whistle. Fire tinder. A fire blow. Yes, it's actually meant to blow fire tube out there. A flashlight, which needs some batteries. Gotta say it there. Probably gonna need some batteries. The little pocket survival tool, which of course things like the knife edge, bottle opener, a saw, a hexagon screw, another one, and of course see about the directional ancillary indication. Let me bring it up right here. Here's the package to it, which, yeah, here's a list of it out there. Focus on the camera. Yeah, sorry if it's not focusing on it out there. And of course you have the lanyard hole. Oh, there's a little card for that. So let's put that back in there. And then the folding, or rather a folding knife. Yep. And let's see. Oh, it's similar to a spring assist out there. Sweet. I'll be alongside with the... Actually, yeah, it does look like one of those spring assist folding knives. Because of the... have that really same details and all. Oh, and also the belt cutter, and of course a glass breaker tip. Next. Ah, yes, there's another piece up there. This is one of those Navy ammo cans, which this one's going around about like $70 out there. This is for like 20 millimeters. There's that side. And it has basically two latches on both the sides, the long sides, and one for the smaller side, and also have like a little handle to it. It also could store things like there we go. There we go. So that's typically one big piece for it. Next. Our next piece is actually the ones that have been linked for military surplus gear. This one's for the Peltor. And they're pretty expensive out there, but unfortunately, you could definitely know. Inside there, someone actually removed you can see like a little bit of copper out there. Yeah, someone removed the cord thing. So it's basically glorified headsets, or rather, earmuffs out there. Our next one is a 333 mag pouch for, I'm not sure. Of course, it's basically for, I know it's part of a kit out there, but Yeah, you can actually know for one thing about this actually has camo on it because someone basically dyed it black or gray, which you can see from this. Also has belt loops on there, which you can see is like the actual, camo onto the thing. Yeah, it's pretty weird about it. I know it has has something on there. Yeah, can't really find it. Yeah, it's a triple mag pouch for like a drop leg out there. And oh yeah, this one's a mag dump pouch. A mag dump pouch to it. Little pouch for probably like a smaller mag out there. And right, and you got this little area. They can actually put magazines in there. Little zipper out there. Of course, this one's probably another like Condor, which there's a lot of like Condor pieces here in this haul. I got this at an antique store. So alongside with that Ross Furry cleaver. And here's this one here, a triple mag pouch. You could definitely know this one's from Condor. Or Voodoo Tactical. I meant Voodoo Tactical. Let's see. Got two mag pouches. Are basically multi-cam out there. And the reason why it's basically... These are like single mag pouch. And there's Condor. Yep, Condor multi-cam mag pouch. 2 single ones. And then one double one. To Condor radio pouch. Or rather, this one's a mag pouch. No, you can see this out there. Yeah, that's a radio pouch. Which you can... Yep, Condor. Both Condor radio pouch. Yep, Condor radio pouch. 2 of them. One of them looks different. 2 different belts out there. Probably Coyote Brown, to be exact. And, oh yeah, there's the UTG triple mag pouch. Which definitely has that more rubbery feel with it. More tan to it. Oh, what's this here? That's the, what's this guy here? Oh, it's the Smith Optics goggles. Which, if you can actually know, they're pretty expensive. I got this for $10. I kid you not. Yeah, these are like, cost like, like $70 for it. And this one I have out there is in an excellent condition. And I got this for $10. Yeah, $10 out there. Yeah, it's a little used out there, but I could tell that's insane. Which, yeah, it's also have the little wiping to wipe your goggles out there. And, of course, the Smith Optics deal, instructional manual to it. And this is a double mag pouch for pistol rounds. And funny part about it, this is actually a basically UCP out there because, again, or I don't know. I know this is, yeah, but someone basically just completely like dyed it in gray out there, which just makes it goofier about it. Really, seriously. Of course, you got a military L-shaped flashlight. Two of the Voodoo Tactical pouches. This one's the medic pack, and of course you got the butt pack. The butt pack out there. And then something that you probably didn't know you saw in this one coming. This is the cold winter mask, which if you know about Batman, this is probably like the Riddler worn. Yeah, this was something that the Riddler worn out there. Yeah, and believe it or not, this is actually an actual U.S. military cold weather gear. Yeah, this is real one. And no, this is not some really bizarre fetish deal. This was an actual USGI piece out there. Here's some wool in there. And it's, oh wait, what's this here? And also have straps out there. Kind of a similar piece out there, which we forgot. I don't know if it's actually on a similar piece and kind of similar. Let me see what we have. Our next item is the M45. Yeah, you're really thinking that I've forgot about similar like gas masks to things like that. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't bought a lot of masks throughout this whole year, which you'll know why. Which you could definitely know. Unfortunately and I gotta be honest here, this thing, the valve cover is 3D printed. Yeah, I've designed this one here. I actually designed 3D print. This was 3D printed. It's a little rock solid. Not, probably I need to make it a little thinner out there to make about it. And the second valve cover, which that's a real crime out there, is from a Scott mask out there, the Scott 110 Pro mask, which that's what it is. And this one is basically, yeah, it didn't came with the drinking straw out there. Another crime out there. Of course, there's the second skin right here. I bought all this, like, one-shotted out there. So, might as well point that out. Here is the chemical hood for the M40, M45. Here's a filter gauge for this, for a filter out there. Little cable cord for things like the M45, which right here. Let's take this off up there. And probably probably two pieces that's with the M40. The lenses. Yes. I got the clear lenses. I heard like these are probably well known that they just like pop off automatically. And here is actually the shaded ones out there, and this is what it looks like. So that's oh right, another piece for a filter cover that I actually could put with my basically C420 blower. I forgot. That's actually for things like the tank crewman type out there. The only problem is it didn't came with the hose out there. You know, the nylon hose out there. So that's kind of about it. Yeah. And yes, I did mention about the boots out there at the beginning of the video. Next. Okay, our next line is the things like a riot helmet. This one's from Sear, or Super Sear Corporation, right here. And yes, this is the riot helmet. leather flap on there. Little strap on there. Little chin strap out there. And of course the visor, which is definitely did say is not guaranteed shatterproof. The full flip. And here's actually the MSN number. So here's the MSN number. Our next one are a pair of gloves. Basically, skeleton gloves. And of course, our probably the thing that I got for Christmas, which let me show this to you, is the leather jacket. Yes, this is probably something I wore throughout the entire year. This was also part of this, but I decided to take that off because it's more like for like a hood or something. No, it's like for a collar scarf or something. Yeah, it was really weird. Okay, let's get to the components of this thing. Of course, you have the zippers for things to cool off out there. There's a bunch of these out there. There's one on the bottom. Oh no, that's for like something pretty small pocket out there. Of course, it has like a liner in there. These right here do have little pockets out there to put like firearm, like putting a pistol in there. And basically shades out there. Yeah, basically use those out there. And there's, oh yeah, inside the, oh, let's see. Yep. Inside there is basically have like, this probably put like a magazine in there, mag in there. But I basically put like a folding knife in there. Yeah, that's a little compartment. Actually, it reminds me of the VSR 93, winter coat out there, that it does have that similar deal. And of course, a little snap-up button that I can put, that actually put things like gloves in there, which that's where I mostly use that one. And that's, so, and now let's get to our final deal. Next. Okay, here's the backside of the jacket out there, and it does have the same thing like this. The same thing with the zipper out there, for something to cool off out there. Oh, and also a zipper for the cuffs out there. So, the moment you, now we finally get to the last deal. And the moment we've been waiting for, and this was something I was wanting to do. So, I've actually been waiting to buy this stuff for a long time, and this was for a good reason. A couple of these pieces are probably from something that you'll definitely will know, or probably recognize out there from my recent reviews. You can definitely all know. But I'll actually talk about probably the most cheapest, not like cheaply made out there, but really good ones out there, to probably my most expensive pieces out there. So here we go. This one is the Ka-Bar Zombie Killers Collection Zomstro. This one is the more recent version out there. I mean, it actually has like a different box out there than the one I have for the Ka-Bar Swabby. And also of course, they've removed the Acron out there, but you can actually get one of them and put it in there. Our next one is the Silius. Oh, man. And if you believe it or not, that was actually was reviewed yesterday. So, pretty funny about it. And that's like a pretty big guy out there. Oh yeah, another thing I've definitely put it out there is a lot of my a lot of my pieces I have out there. Oh yeah, thing about this one is, yes, I've actually been waiting for this for 10 years, believe it or not. When I was actually collecting knives and swords out there, there was actually one that I was basically keeping an eye on and really wanted to buy it, but I didn't have the time about it or even the money about it because mostly it's going to be took like forever to actually earn that money. So yes, Zombie Tools was something that I was kind of like my bucket list. Kind of like my bucket list of knives that I wanted to get. Bucket list of knives and swords that I wanted. And probably the thing I wanted to do for a bucket list is like at least get one of the Zombie Tools, and well, I did. Now this is probably recent, but the first one we'll tell you is, well, probably the one that I decided, like, let's go try it out. That's the Cilius. Another one that was, this one was rather the oldest one out there. And this was something that I did say in my review, saying, like I didn't like it back then because, well, it was just a knife out there. It's like, oh, I could have buy, any other knives out there. But the one that I liked out there by this is the sheath out there, which that was pretty cool. Until I actually got it in hand, alongside with the Cilius, and oh my god, that was big. I mean, that's giant. That's really big. I thought it actually. Here's the thing about it. I thought it would actually have the same size like this out there. Like 250 for something like this size. But when I got it in hand, yeah, that's big. That's a beast out there. So, no, I'm not going to say, okay, I think I'm just going to say it out here. Like, I am not going to say something like first impression saying, oh, it's not good. Until I bought it, and, well, I'll just judge it not by looks out there, but for that reason. Not by looks out there, but by the quality of the knife, which these are high quality out there. You could definitely know. Our next one, and this was something I was wanting to get, which this was an old model. I didn't know at the time, or actually I did know that it was like an older model that I almost got it. If you saw my review out there, you know what I'm talking about. The Halion. Oh, hell yeah. See, copper finish over it. Also, I want to put this side out there is use it on the back side out there, because every time you hit it with the front side out there, you could actually get like a cut from it, and not from the blade out there. Yeah, I almost got the original one. Yeah, I almost got the original Halion, but I got something that ended up not surviving out there. As I say, not surviving, I mean don't have anymore. And this is actually the first one I got, the Reaver Cleaver. Pretty good starters for anyone who's started collecting Zombie Tools. Now this is actually based on the Dedao, and funny part about it, there was actually another one I wanted to get, which was the Mac Daddio. Also, another one was the Reaper. And basically getting this was like pretty much of a good starter out there for anyone who's started to collect Zombie Tools. And I gotta say, I used a lot with this thing, and it's like pretty much a workhorse on there. Like a really good one out there. The one I first saw, another one like the Felon, like I first saw it like, oh, that looks generic. Until I've actually got it in hand out there, is the Kraken. Yeah, this guy here. Can't actually know. This thing, oh boy. Let's see. This guy is a beast when it comes to this. And you know what? That's actually the right thing to do it. Basically just basically get it in hand and seeing if it's good or not. So that's kind of what I did. And I just say to myself, this thing just, man, if you saw my review out there, that thing was like a complete powerhouse on there. And it actually is probably the first axe that is actually have a longer handle. Now, don't worry, I'll actually eventually get other pieces out there, like the, things like the Tomahawk. Things like the Tomahawk and all that stuff, all that goodies out there. And then I got this one took me around about like 2 years out there. And actually managed to basically got the right money at the right time. And yes, and this is actually going to be in probably our next video after this, believe it or not, is the Virgo Blades Aether. Yes, this guy here. This thing is a beast out there. And this is why I'm saying this is my most expensive piece. I paid $670 for this. Yeah. Maybe ridiculous pricing out there, but it's basically how it's handmade out there. The craftsmanship to it, which is, I gotta say, basically does justify it. Sure, it may be expensive out there, but, it's a really good knife out there. I'll just say it out here. A really excellent knife out there. Which is actually going alongside with my Cilius out there. And I forgot to put this in there, but I gotta do it. It was actually alongside with this guy. Is basically a skull like canteen out there. Yeah, I can actually just can actually just use it as a drink out there. Also could be like a potion out there. Yeah, I could definitely know that they don't let the Chaos Space Marines know about this, because they definitely would love this out there. So, right there. So, that wraps up the entire military surplus haul of 2023. Tune in next time. Maybe it will be bigger, smaller, or maybe have more zombie tools out there. Who knows? So, I'm Martelboy, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next year.